up out the tabernacle. Go up with them gangsters that I aim it at your Adam's apple. All my partners in the hood, in the grave, I ain't them shackles. Love God, but if you in my space, I get interactive. Ooh. When I'm in my bag, I'm sharp as cactus. Shout out to them people sleeping.
More in Dallas, what's going on, my brother? My favorite cousin, what's going on? What's going on, Deanna? Everybody, welcome in. I'm gonna let you jam out real quick to Toby Nwigwe. We're gonna play a little bit of him, and then we're gonna get into today's Behind the Podcast vlog.
Trying to get the whole squad to check like the Nike team, wifey team, fat already on it. You can see the sparks. We got married.
And I would encourage you, if you're hopping into the live stream, I would encourage you to be interactive, get engaged, because I'm gonna ask some questions, and I want to hear from you all. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your feedback, and I'm definitely listening for your suggestions. So please share. Tabernacle. Tabernacle.
Watch how you speak or lose your teeth.
Tabernacle.
Ain't you Texas a different breed?
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle. Tabernacle. Tabernacle. Tabernacle. Trying to paint it so you can see the picture. When I spit bars, the hood don't see verses, they see the scripture. Came a long way from sipping.
I'm gonna let Toby jam out just a little bit more, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna get rolling on this Saturday.
Hallelujah. Yahweh, thy way, hydrate, high praise through. Relationship, Eden gave me some basic tips on how to stay away from them lays, aka basic chips. Only conversation.
Oh man, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Toby Nwigwe, but if you haven't heard of him, I would encourage you to check him out. He's definitely an artist who is doing amazing things, and one of his taglines is making purpose popular. I definitely rock with him. Definitely enjoy his music and just all that he's doing. So we're here today because this is something that I started up just a few weeks ago, and it's called Behind the Podcast. And Behind the Podcast, plain and simply, is just me giving you an inside look, or me pulling the curtain back and allowing you to see just my thought process of Behind the Podcast. And for those of you who may not know, my name is Jonathan Jones. I go by Jonathan Jones Speaks, and the name of my podcast is Speak Your Success. The tagline with Speak Your Success is speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. So today we're here because we're recapping the episode that I just did this past Friday. Every Friday I do what I call, well, not every Friday, but it just varies on what you all are wanting and what you all are asking for. But I do something called a Feature Friday. And the cool thing about Feature Friday is it gives me the opportunity to bring in another expert, bring in another professional, bring in somebody who is in a different target area or market that I may not be as familiar with as that particular individual is. And then by listening to them and bringing them in and giving them an opportunity to share their story, giving them an opportunity to engage, now you get to hear their thoughts, get to hear their perspectives. And this last week, I brought in a gentleman by the name of Will Cyrus. And Will is an expert when it comes to financial planning. One thing that we sat down and we got the opportunity to talk about, we talked a little bit about investing. We got the opportunity to talk about his purpose and his passion, why he's so driven to do what he does. And I was really blown away because first and foremost, I met Will probably a year or so ago at a Singles in the City event. And we didn't really go that in depth, like talking about where we met or anything like that. But he really focused on adding value by way of giving tangible application. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on with the Speak Your Success podcast, is giving tangible application. So you can hear this information and then you can take it, you can apply it directly in your life, and then you can see results. So if you have not checked out that episode, I would encourage you to take time to click the link. If you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, I'm put the link down at the bottom so you can click it. You can go access that episode. We sat down, we chopped it up for a little bit, and that was the last Feature Friday episode. But also just something else I wanted to bring to you. And now if you're watching, I want you to engage at this time, or if you catch the replay, I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback here. But who would you like to hear from next? What industry expert would you like to hear from next? I'm currently located in the Dallas, Texas area. So I enjoy bringing in the individuals into the studio to actually interview them. Although I am familiar with, streaming or doing conference calls and interviewing people like that. But I like to get them in the studio so I actually can see them face to face and we can have eye contact and we can move forward like that. But I'm curious to hear, who do you want to hear from? I talked to a gentleman by the name of Chibuzo Ilanu, and he's a faithful listener of the podcast. And one person Chabuzo suggested, or the industry Chabuzo suggested, he said, John, I think you should bring in a fitness expert, and well, personal trainer, fitness expert. Or he suggested that I should bring in like a politician, somebody who understands what's going on with the government shutdown, and somebody who is familiar with just what's taking place in our world right now. And I was like, wow, I think that's, I think it's a good idea. So I definitely had to pencil that down. Well, I actually wrote it in pen because I don't know many people that use pencils now. But I wrote it down, and now I'm just trying to see who else you all would like to hear from. What other type topics do you feel would be beneficial for you? Because I want this podcast to serve as a platform to make sure that you're getting value. I want this podcast to be something to where once you listen to it, you feel empowered, you feel encouraged, and you're like, yes, I have to take action right now. So, I'm just curious for you all just to chime in. And today I'm not going to be on too long because I'm actually coming off of I'm not sure if it was a cough, I'm not sure if it was a cold, but I was sneezing yesterday, and I probably sneezed like 37 times straight. And I don't know what was happening. It's like, it was kind of weird. But hey, this is life. This is behind the scenes. This is behind the podcast. This is just us taking the time and just letting you know what it is. So I would love to have the opportunity to be with you all and hear who you want to hear from. So I got politician, got trainer, and then while you are taking time with that, I just want to drop this shameless plug. If you want to find out more information on me, if you want to bring me out to your school, you have some students, you have some young professionals, you want me to do a session with them, workshop. I love getting those opportunities. I've done banquets. I've done galas. Oh, help me. I'm sick. I told you I'm sick. But galas, I've done keynote presentations. I've even done a TED Talk as well. But if it's an intimate audience, 5, 10, 15, 20 students, if it's 200, 500, 1,000 students, whatever that might look like, I'm available to make that happen. And lastly, I just want to put this out there. I don't know how many of you know when my birthday is. If anybody knows my birthday, I'd be extremely surprised. However, my birthday is on January 25th. And coming up to that birthday, I'm going to be releasing a video just sharing 10 great things that happened in my 30th year, or my Steph Curry year. So 10 things that happened in that year as I'm preparing to get to my Reggie Miller year. So really just want to put that out there. I don't know if you want to, send me a happy birthday message. I'm all for it. I receive those. But so now that this video is out there, I want you all to engage with it. I want you all to interact. I want you to leave your feedback because I'm going to be going back and checking to see what you all had to say. And I'm going to take definitely whoever you suggest, or the industry that you suggest that you want to hear from. I'm going to take those, going to put them down, and going to reach out to those people to make sure that I can get that information to you, make sure I can get that content to you, so that if there's something that you want to hear more about, I'll definitely get that covered. All right, friends, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I'm about to lay back in the bed, and I'm about to just go to sleep. So once again, if you'd like to connect with me, you can go to jonathanjonespeaks.com/links. And that has all the links of where you can click and listen to any previous episode of Speak Your Success. You can watch it on YouTube through those links, as well as you can go on Apple, you can go on Google Play, you can go on Anchor, iHeartRadio. It's just about on any streaming platform you can think of. And I would encourage you just to give it a listen. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. And let me know, once again, who you want to hear from. And this is TEDx speaker and best-selling author Jonathan Jones, closing out like we always do, reminding you to speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you want to live any other